Jonah, I have shot to the bank robber.
Parker, shut up and dial 911. Scorpion's here, and you have to...
Uh-oh, Spidey. Scorpions had it out for old J. Jonah Jameson from day one, blaming Jameson for being stuck in his scorpion suit. Spidey had better get there quickly, or JJJ may end up in the obituaries of his own paper.
The next building is pretty far away. If I jump forward and then swing, I bet I can reach it.
Well, I don't know anyone who actually just web swings straight off the bat, but if you do, well, you won't get very far, I'll say that much. Obviously, this tutorial's there to tell you about that, but it's pretty obvious. Anyway, if you ever played the demo of this game like I have, this would be the level you would have played. Although certain different demos played the first level. Anyway, if it wasn't obvious enough, you gotta rescue J. Jonah Jameson from the Scorpion.
Get away, Gargan!
Your time is running out!
And, well, if you know anything about Scorpion, he's been put in a suit thanks to Jameson, who, if you know about him, basically doesn't like Spider-Man.
Golden.
Of course, if it was a success, maybe Scorpion wouldn't be so mad about this.
Hey, keep your eyes open. The sooner we take out Spider-Man, the sooner the boss pays us.
That's usually what they all say about a lot of tasks, but... well, you'll see why taking on Spider-Man isn't such a good idea. Anyway, we're already kind of halfway there, actually. Not a pretty long level. I mean, it's only, what, 2 minutes? About to be 2.5? Anyway, yeah, there it is already. Not a long level. This game, well, like a lot of games have passed, it has length issues of being really too short. That is to be expected, but hey, what can you do about it? And this guard won't go down.
Yeah, that's right.
Scorpion, stop! You don't know what you're doing!
Oh, I'm sure he might. I mean, then again, how would you feel if you're angry?
Listen, Gargan, it's a new millennium. Lots of high-tech. There may be some way we can get you out of that suit!
You put me in this suit, now I'm going to make you pay!
Get over it, Gargan!
You ruined my life, so now I'll end yours.
Leave him alone, Chuckles.
Butt out, webhead. Spider-Man? I asked for the police, and I get this?
Okay, one of the first things you might want to do, unless you don't like Jameson, is web Scorpion. Of course, they might be bosses, but they're not completely immune to your abilities. You are Spider-Man, use your trap webbing whenever you can. Unless there's a reason you shouldn't. And there kind of is, but not right now. As you can tell, trap webbing does its job and traps Scorpion. Anyway, you might be wondering what I'm doing here. If you want to get a comic book here, you're gonna need to basically break up Jameson's office here. Of course, why would you want to break up an office that has Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 in the background? I don't know if that says something about Jameson, but maybe it might. Anyway, Jameson is being chased by Scorpion. That's what Scorpion normally does, unless you attack him. In which that case, he attacks you. Of course, like any person in a being very spiteful, they'll just get one punch. Scorpion will just get one punch on you, and immediately ignore you. So, yeah, if you're ever feeling down, you know, in a dire situation, you might want to do that. But that involves losing health, so don't. Especially on hard mode. You don't want to do that. Anyway, yeah, good job hitting that. Scorpion can't break everything, it seems. Would have saved some time, but way to go. Missing completely.
Stop it, Dorgan!
Anyway, yeah. Jameson's gonna hide a lot. And if you don't do anything, he'll get hit just like that. Just like the hostages, Jameson just stops doing whatever he's doing and just let Scorpion hit him. Very dumb of him, basically. Anyway, now that I got the comic, I'm gonna go ham on Scorpion. Anyway, this is gonna be the arena for a while. Well, until Jameson changes his mind right about now.
I'm out of here!
You're going to die.
Spider-Man!
Okay. Ignoring that aside, yeah. It's randomized which office you'll just go to. And of course you might hear that.
I don't know what you're trying to pull by saving my life, but it won't work.
Oh, you're just too clever for me, JJ.
There he is, officers! The man behind the Science Expo heist! Shoot him now! Shoot him!
JJ, you're out of the wheel. I mean it this time.
Hold it, Spider-Man. I don't want to believe that you pulled off the heist today, but I've got to make sure.
Daredevil, I haven't got time to explain.
Just tell me your side of it. I'll know if you're lying.
How am I supposed to know you're the real Daredevil?
What?
Listen, it's true. A Spider-Man made off with Octavius' new invention, but not the Spider-Man, not me. Somebody's framed me. Why? I don't know yet. And if New York's finest catch me, it may be too late.
Well, then you'd better get going. NYPD is coming fast.
That's it? You believe me?
I don't have to believe you. I know you aren't lying.
But how?
Let's just say you've got your superpowers, and I've got mine. I'll spread the word about your innocence. Not that it'll help with the cops. Good luck.
Since when have I had any? Uh-oh.
You didn't think this was just gonna be Scorpion, did you?
After the wrong guy!
Well, inevitably, this is what I was talking about earlier. Action. Well, lots of missiles. I mean, hey. Either this game wasn't released in the 90s, all the explosions might make you think this is the 90s.
That was close.
Anyway, those missiles aren't just for show. They destroy a lot of obstacles, but you don't want to get hit by them. Should those missiles hit you, you will die instantly. You do not want that to happen. Especially considering if I die on hard mode, my web cartridges reset. So whatever I had gets switched back to 2. That is not fun. Although luckily if you restart, that won't matter. And you know, I might have thought that out earlier. Anyway, yeah. I dilly-dallied there just to have the helicopter destroy the building there, just to get the comic. And now, to the boarded up building.
Whoa!
Anyway, you gotta scale up a building. Time to do some real wall crawling here, basically. While this helicopter just shoots a bunch of missiles out of a lot of boarded up windows. The trick is basically you wanna stay on all the shattered glass.
These guys are relentless.
I don't know how Spidey is doing it, but he can do it. Although boarded up shattered glass doesn't count, so choose your options wisely.
I'm already in full health.
Where'd he go? Taking the shot. Ah, negative on shot.
Well, here's the gimmick for this part. There's a sniper. He'll track your movements and try to fire at you. He is very easy to avoid.
Almost there.
And that's it. That's all you have to do for the final part, is web zip up. You don't have to worry about anything else.
Hello? Stealing isn't my style.
I don't know about that, Spidey. Let's see you say that again after a certain cutscene later on, but you'll find out later, folks. Anyway, the chase goes on, and I just lost a bunch of help to a missile. I might have not died instantly, but I was pretty lucky to, not get killed instantly by that one missile. Anyway, there's a pumpkin here. This seems pretty suspicious, but it's the only place to hide out.
Trusty Gee, I wonder who those pumpkin bombs belong to.
I won't need to have to explain this to you if you're the series at all. Anyway, this is Spidey armor. Or basically, bulletproof armor. As you can tell, it's not doing a very good job at it. I don't think it's just this gunship's missiles and bullets that I have to worry about. I'm pretty sure the police could just fire off at me. And these aren't the police from the anime series that shoot lasers. These shoot bullets, and it's obviously not very good at being bulletproof.
Mary Jane was right. I should have stayed home today.
Anyway, don't stay on these things here. They'll fall. And, well, good luck recovering if you fall too far.
Nowhere to go but up.
Except when you gotta go here for a comic. What do we find? Well, this. Don't actually expect me to remember all of them right now. I could barely remember, like, a few of them, like the first one being a comic involving the Fantastic Four. And I know the latest one, but that's about it.
Where is he? Taking the shot, base.
Yeah, that sniper's pretty terrible. If you just keep going up, well, you'll lose him like I just did. Or you can go inside and you'll just ignore him. Of course, apparently even the architecture hates Spidey.
How tall is this thing?
As you saw, a girder fell. Well, who knocked the girder down? Nobody. It just sort of fell down. I don't even know where it could have came from, but it just could have it just did.
That crate's the only way out.
Anyway, the goal is obvious here. This thing fires down, and the cutscene does all the work for me. Twice, even. Anyway, this is the final chase level. And now it's time for, an Easter egg actually coming right up. This isn't too different from the previous levels, but don't expect too much anyway.
Monsters infest sewers. Yeah, right.
Foreshadowing it. Anyway, the next comic is coming right up. The glass sort of shatters, probably because of the gun turret. And two of New York's finest is just waiting for you. You shatter this window? Exactly. Another comic book. It doesn't solve you the problem with the gunship, but what do you expect? And somehow we lost the helicopter. Well, supposedly. And I fell all the way down here. If you fall down here, you become an easy target for the gunship up there. So, don't do what I did. Try not to make the same mistake. Especially on hard mode. But I don't think that needs, an explanation, considering what it is. Anyway, the goal here is pure simple. Just get away. This is the final one, so be ready for a cutscene.
that tower? Uh-oh, spider sense tingling. One more step and it's a load of web fluid sticking you to that wall.
Well, it's not the most romantic proposition I've ever had.
Black Cat. Oh, I'm so glad it's you.
Good to see you too, big boy, but you got a problem. Venom's got control of the Jumbotron in Times Square. He's been ranting for hours with a message for you.
Venom's ugly face on that big screen? Now that's scary.
That's not all. Rhino's on a rampage over at Omnitech as well.
What is this, the bad guy Olympics? Look, Times Square's on the way to Omnitech. Let's find out what Venom's up to, and then we'll tackle Rhino.
The Venom Marathon continues on the biggest TV in New York. We're shouting out to the whole big rotten apple here, people.
Sad thing is, he'll probably get his own talk show for this.
So we've got this beautiful redhead. You know her. She's one of those famous bimbos. We have decided that this poor little lassie has 24 hours to live. 24 hours! Oh, by the way, her name is Mary Jane Parker.
No, Mary Jane.
So, just in case someone, I don't know who it could be, if any of you tight-wearing freaks out there want to save little Miss Fashion Model, then bring it on! Meanwhile, New Yorkers, the Venom Marathon will continue!
Listen, I realize what this means. Forget about helping me with Omnitech. I can handle Rhino.
Rhino by yourself? Thanks, Cat, but no thanks. Look, being Spider-Man has given me a lot and taken a lot away, but one thing never changes. My responsibility to use my powers for others before myself, no matter what the cost. There are innocent people at Omnitech, and they need our help right now. I won't let them down. Then I'll stop Venom. And this time, it's for the last time.
Anyway, that's it for part 2. Part 3, we'll deal with Rhino. Stay tuned.